We had our meetup in Lahore. Atif came and Atif said to me, and interestingly, I'll tell you one more thing. Atif come to me and Atif said, "Do you think I will pass the exam?" I said, "What are your scores?" He said this. I said, "You will 100% pass the exam." Before there, before going to there, Mohit has said to me, "Sir, Atif will come to meet to you in Lahore." So he's a little bit skeptical. See if you can convince him and make him book the exam. What were the challenges, Atif? What are the confusions? I'll start with that. Atif, please, if you can share your journey, what were the confusions, what were the challenging, and then we'll take it from there on.
First of all, thank you very much, Amir bhai. It was truly commendable the way you trained, the way you supported throughout the journey, and also Mohit, and he was an amazing facilitator. He stood with me for the whole journey, even for the last 1 hour, he was there, and he was just guiding me each and everything. It was a great experience, truly. And initially, if you remember, I asked for the marathon link on the LinkedIn, and that's how we connected. And you just instantly call me and ask me, "Are you interested to become a PMP?" So my answer was, "Yes, I want to, but I don't think so. I can do it." But you gave me confidence on the call and said, "Yes, you can do it." So that's how we started this journey, and try I truly appreciate the way you uh, teach during the coaching classes. I try and tell everyone that try to learn all those things during your in the live coaching calls from you, because those are the golden words. Those are the truly uh, all the concepts that really strikes you when you are attempting all the exams. So all those whatever the statements you whatever you state during the coaching class, that really helps solving the exams. And it was truly amazing. So it was, although very hectic, and you were forcing me to book the exam, but I was pretty doubtful because of my routine. I work in Eastern hours, living in Pakistan, so it was very difficult for me. Sometimes it due to the routine, I was unable to manage. But you insisted to book the exam, but still I was doubtful. But when we met in Lahore and you asked me about, did you book your exam? I just instantly said, I will book. My exam would be hopefully in 15th December. And you said, okay. So that was the target, the back of my mind. So I prepared myself and I booked the exam for 15th of December, and now I'm cleared.
Hmm. Okay, thank you very much for sharing that. Suleiman, do you have any question? Suleiman is a very important guy. Suleiman, immediately, do you have any questions? He gave exam in Lahore also. I guess. Okay, I guess Suleiman cannot talk. Yes, yes, Suleiman, go ahead. Ask him questions.
Uh, First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, Salman. Thank you very much.
And my question would be that what was the key idea of giving the exam, managing the time, and handling the stress of the exam?
So, Salman, I would suggest one thing. So, uh, how panic I was, I can't really tell you. Uh, it was, I was very well prepared. I was okay. My concepts were good. My results were uh, very good. And I know that I can do it. But that fear of failure was basically basic hindrance that I was not coping up with the time. Uh, in the last days, last 2 days, Mohit and Amir Bhai just guided me to stay calm. And Amir Bhai just instructed me one thing: how do you manage your time? So I said, I watched your video, and then he said, watch it again. I'll call you back. So I watched that video. All those steps are uh, are all those steps are very much relevant to all those steps that we need to follow during the exam. How you book your exam, how to distribute the time among the different questions. That in the first phase you have to complete 80 in 80 minutes, and the other one is in 75 minutes, the other one is in 75 minutes, and each time you have to try and take all the breaks which are available. So that's how I managed. But to stay calm, I believe uh, that confidence that comes from all the mocks, that gives you all the confidence. And specifically when you do all the overall mocks, so those overall mocks will give you and such a confidence that you start feeling like that you are in a PMI mindset. So that's how I I did that. And I was so panicked. I discussed with Mohit, and Mohit was very much engaged with me, and he knows that I'm a little bit nervous, panic, and I couldn't able to manage the time because I have been discussing all these issues with Mohit, and I was struggling managing time because at times when the verbiage is a lot during the exam, it makes you difficult to understand and attempt the question, although you know all the concepts. But at that time, Amir sir's that statement that really helps, that when you the time is running and you need to attempt lot of questions, the best idea would be to skim through all the question and read the last line first, and then choose the best option using the PMI mindset. So this is the idea behind attempting. I was also struggling because of this time issue, and that's how I managed.
Okay, okay. And how was the test on basis of lengthy questions and difficulty level?
So I was expecting, as per Amir's statement in the video, the last video that you get on the last day, that the first phase, yeah, first 60 question would be the punch on the face. So it was not like that. For me, it was not like that. I was mentally prepared to receive such questions, but unfortunately or fortunately, it was not that. I was bit relaxed because in the mid of the after 30 question, I was bit relaxed. So time was running. I said, so all the question would be like that. So I'll easily manage the time. So I completed the first 60 questions. The time was 85. 85 minutes I consumed. But the second, when I took break and came back, the second phase was so difficult. Reason being, the verbiage was so lengthy. So it was very difficult for me to cope up because I was in a mind to be attempting all those questions in a relaxed mood, because previous questions was a bit easy. So that was again a difficult thing for me. Uh, but thankfully, I would manage to complete the second phase of questions the same with the same idea of uh, using the skimming technique and using the uh, best option that I choose, the elimination technique that I use, and try to cope up the time. And when I completed the second phase of questions, 60 questions, so I left with 65 minutes. And those 65 minutes, it was again a big challenge for me because uh, for myself, it was very difficult to read and absorb a question uh, uh, only reading one time because I tend to read the question at least twice in order to understand the concept properly. So uh, again, I struggle a lot, but using all the technique that Amir sir uh, discussed during different sessions and even in the last video that he provide you. So the best way is to, when you are struggling with the time, just skim the whole idea of the question and skim through the whole idea of the question and choose the best option, and then the elimination technique. Then one's have to wear the PMI hat and should be in the PMI mindset. So that would be easy for you.
Okay, okay. And how was the difficulty of the exam?
The first phase was not very difficult. I believe the it was identical to the overall mocks. So it was quite identical to the overall mocks. If you have attempted all the six overall mocks. So it was quite similar to that. The second phase was difficult, and the verbiage was so complex. A lot of risk questions in the second phase, second part of the exam, and team questions are there. Uh, so agile was overall there, but agile was very easy. Uh, but the stakeholder management, that was also there, and overall the second and the third phase was a bit difficult. The first one was easy.
Hmm. Okay, thank you very much for that. Yeah, you see, he's recording the journey. I was just listening to that. Atif, how was the time management? First, second, third? How many drag and drop question came, and which topic was most highlighted?
So the drag and drop total was 4 to 5 questions, 4 to 5 drag and drop questions, and the most of the questions was about team management. So mentoring, training, uh, discussing with team and come up with a solution, the impact analysis. Uh, Very less questions regarding the change management. Uh, Stakeholder questions are there in order to meet their expectations. All those questions, I believe there would be at least 5 to 10 questions. Those are related to the meeting stakeholder expectations with different scenarios.
Mhm.
And there were some procurement questions as well. There was no calculation question, but there was a pictorial question which has burn up, burn down the planned value calculation. So you have to choose one of them. So this kind of these kind of questions were there.
Okay, okay. Which topic, if I go with my topics, stakeholder communication, team, agile, which topic
Yes.
do you think was most challenging for you in the exam?
I think nothing was that challenging for me. I was prepared. For me, it was not very difficult. It was not really very difficult, but the only challenge was to read the whole verbiage and to find a conclusion. So that was the only area. Communication and stakeholder management. So with different scenarios, sometimes it was difficult. Agile was okay, as you make us prepared so well, so that was very easy. That was a piece of cake.
Hmm. Hmm. Awesome. Okay. What would be your advice who have exam in few days or even tomorrow?
So the best advice is to be stay calm, Uh, and the most important thing, I just want to advise everyone. This advice I received from my younger daughter, and she told me I was so panicked, nervous because I was the kind of personality that try and I really want that I should not disappoint others or I really want to meet everybody's expectations, specifically Amir sir and Mohit. They were struggling a lot with me, so I really want to bring good results. So I was so nervous, and my daughter came to me and said, Baba, why you are nervous? It's just an exam. And
Hmm.
you know what? And the result doesn't matter a lot.
Hmm.
After 2 days, nobody will say how much numbers you got. They will only say you are a PMP certified.
Hmm.
And this is true. And this is true.
Hmm.
And this is true. So I just made my mind to just clear the exam, do my best. So that's how I managed. And specifically, all those instructions, those one has to follow, strictly follow those instructions. So one has to uh, have confidence on your trainer that each and every step, the way they are guiding you, that is very important. Don't try to deviate. Don't try to uh, innovate anything. So this is all those steps. Even the last day I get all the tips. Those tips are also very important.
Hmm.
uh, that one should. So I would recommend that those tips should be given to the students. This is my assumption that those tips should be given to the students at least 2 3 days earlier, because when, when, when
Every
because that.
time, like every single time a student clear the exam, he always say this, and every single time I will say you, you have PMP booklet, you have 70 tips, you have PMP checklist. If I give you these exam tips, you see, I was listening very calmly.
Yeah,
If I give you those exam tips a week before, they would become useless. With
yeah,
so much content, then it will have no value. But when I give you with the last 6 marks, it has different value.
these are different values.
So you
And
see,
you,
a guru is guru. He knows what he's doing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Truly appreciate that. Amir bhai, this is
Now you
lovely.
understand.
The
Now
way
you
you
understand.
designed.
Now you understand why I do what I do. You see, there are
Yes.
things. You see, when I say in the start, trust me blindly. I only need blind followers in my program. I do not need those people who question my system, because my system has such things that if you look at as a general, why I have to do RCA. So let me ask you, was RCA important to you?
A lot.
So that is the first question.
That,
When every single one of you ask me why I have to do RCA, it was important.
I'm very, it was really tough. I just wanted to tell you that I had a doctor appointment. I was going through a treatment, RCT, root canal treatment. So Friday I had an appointment with doctor, and on Monday I have the exam. So I uh, requested the doctor to cancel my appointment, and I took two uh, painkillers and try to manage this in order to make it happen,
Hmm,
because the way I struggled, and I don't want to miss the connection basically.
hmm, hmm. Okay. And that's a good point, and I strongly agree with you. If you get a break, it becomes very challenging to
Yeah,
eh, jump from it. If you get a
yeah.
break, it becomes very challenging. Okay, if I put into context, how would you rate the difficulty of the exam comparing with a random 60? To do PMP, I was
uh, Random 60 is
and
if I would say that the second part of the questions are quite identical with the random one.
hmm,
The first one was similar to the overall marks,
hmm,
and the second uh, second and third would be quite identical to the random mocks. So random mocks are very important. Random mocks are very important.
Mm,
So they random mocks give you the true variety of questions, and that's how you get confidence
I
by
understand.
attempting all the random questions.
Mm. Anything else you would like to put in the context? How, what we should prepare, what we should not prepare, anything?
So I think whatever the roadmap that you provide is absolutely wonderful, and one should follow that roadmap and follow uh, and trust the trainer. That is very important. That is really very important. And the only thing that the individual has have to contribute is to manage your time,
Mm, of course.
because this is the only thing that when you are studying, that is also very important, that at least you have to spare at least 4 hours. I If I discuss with you my time management, I work in Eastern hours. When I go back home, it's 3 a.m. in the morning, or 3:30 in the morning. So I don't sleep that time. I spend 3 to 4 hours, complete all the mocks, and then I sleep. So that's how I manage. I had many sleepless nights, so I struggled a lot. For the last 3 months, I gained a lot of weight. Uh, I didn't do any kind of activity. I did only mocks, and mocks, RCA mocks. That's it.
Mm. Thank you very much for this beautiful journey. Any final advice, Atif?
A final advice that for the people who are listening, they must join this program, and I really want you to become the PMP certified like myself, and it's a great achievement. And thank you very much, Amir Bhai, for all the support throughout the journey. It is truly lovely.
Thank you. Thank you, Atif.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much for your time, and I wish you best of luck. You already sent me a
Thank you.
picture. I will be writing your journey. Let's keep moving forward. Atif, I'm gonna
Thank you.
request you each one teach one mantra. Of course, when you write down on LinkedIn, do tag me. And if you know your friends who can join, do recommend them. For each student who join, I'll give you 10 PDUs. You need 60 PDUs to maintain certificate in the next 3 years. And make please 10 to 15 questions. Again, I'll give you PDUs for that, but those questions I use in marathon. And you know how important that PMP marathon is.
Yes, it's very, very true.
Thank you very much.